And let's see. That annoying electricity noise is going to drive me crazy, but that's fine. Got some mushrooms in the toilet. I can't remember if these toilets have anything in them. Occasionally, toilets in Fallout have some great loot in them. I don't need to check those right now, though. Yeah, one of the big issues with this area is that in the randomizer, at least, where I just totally lost my train of thought seeing that gigantic scorpion who thought he was disguised as a plant. Oh, we got another one. I love it. It's incredibly dumb and I love it. Oh, but yeah, this area doesn't have a whole lot of stuff to loot in it. Especially at this point where we are. Let's read this terminal, though. Ticket 1. Strange noises. Problem noises events. Action sent a team to inspect. Result. Source of problem not detected. Ticket 2. Gas leak? Question mark. Problem. Reports of possible gas leak. Several people have complained of coughing fits and other respiratory symptoms. Action. Complete diagnostic of air circulation system. Result. Discovered minor discrepancies in the mass of the air being pumped through the vault, but no harmful gases were detected. Also, a strange residue was detected on the air filters, which has been forwarded to for identification. Swapped out the filters, just in case. And in this tool cabinet, do we have anything good? Kind of. And this one? More glue. And actually, right in here is a couple of handy little things. Laser pistols are good for repairs. Bunch of ammo. And I think there's something else that's useful in this room too, if I remember correctly. Yes, actually, right over here, a flamer. Very handy. Very handy indeed. Theoretically. I have other ways other things that can replace the flamer and what we're supposed to use it for down here. So, not the most useful thing anymore, but hey, I'll take it. Also, are there any other hiding monsters? We've got a secret sentry bot up ahead. There we go. That's Deathclaw. Don't open the... Why did you open the door? There's a sentry bot and a Deathclaw mother in there. Let's close the door. Punch the Deathclaw mother. We missed. Kind of. Please punch it again. There we go. Oh, we've got another sport carrier in here.
My head's ringing like an alarm clock.
Well, then maybe don't open doors directly into Deathclaw mothers that are just chilling in this room that we had no other reason to enter. That's entirely your guys' fault. I need to stop taking everything. I don't need to pick up everything at this point. But I'm gonna still take a lot of things. Oh, there's a spore plant. He's not that dangerous. See? They dealt with him. Alright, I had to fix up my armor because it had taken quite a bit of damage. And I also handed over some combat armor I found to Cass. So hopefully she won't get insta-killed by those Deathclaw mothers anymore. It'll take 3 hits instead of 2, which is great news. And the spore plant has nothing on him. That's okay. In this way, there's a couple more doors at the end of the hall. I'm afraid of you. I don't know what we just saw, but I'm kind of terrified. There's normally a bunch of vault suits up here. Unfortunately, they've all been replaced with random armor, which is neat. Because this is actually one of the best places to get vault suits for a certain quest. But they're not here. So, you know, that's cool. Go past the nightmare noises. Try and forget about the horrible convulsing rat. Perfectly fine.
My breath.
We've got a med bay. Oh, there's some jet. Ballistic fist. Got a first aid kit. Ooh, love an 8. I'll take those. They're worse than my current punchy glove, but they can be fun. Case 162. Harrison Peters. Dr. Peters is suffering from a severe case of pneumonia, a result from the spread of some sort of microorganism in his lungs. I've applied the usual treatment and requested that he refrain from working, and I stop by twice a day for observation. Case 164. Root. Patients Mitchell and Pam Cordella, Michael Horton Samwise Fujimoto. Oh. Pam Mitchell, Michael Cordella, Horton Samwise, and Fujimoto Naoki, and Dorita Kenneth. A lot of people. Entire group showed up throughout the course of the day displaying the same symptoms. Similar to Dr. Peters' condition, first came in a week ago, hope we don't have a contagion. Update. Peters isn't responding to the treatment, or more accurately, his body is actively rejecting it. His condition has worsened, and I'm on the cusp of ordering exploratory surgery. 173 group. A lot of people. Another group with chills, a fever, and a terrible racking cough. Recommend they get separated from the general populace. And another update on 162. Dr. Peters is dead. His vitals flatlined 10 minutes before he entered surgery. Decided to perform an autopsy immediately, discovered his lungs were filled with some sort of fungal infection. Strangely, the fungus still shows evidence of growth despite the death of its host. I'll consult with one of the mycologists on the 5th level and see if they can identify it. And another update. I don't really know how to describe what just happened. One minute I was closing up for the day, and the next, Dr. Peters' corpse sat up and attacked me. I was able to flee the office and seal it inside until security arrived. What the hell is going on? If all the recent illnesses are the same thing... ... Yes. So, plant zombies. Very, very interesting. Not only is it a little on the creepy side, but obviously, if you can see a little bit of what's the big issue with the NCR employing this technology as it is, well, there might be some problems if they don't heed some of the issues with it. Also important information for the Brotherhood. But yeah, let's head over into these rooms over here, because why not? I'm going to go through these real quick. I don't think there's much in here. Alright, there were a couple more pieces of loot, nothing too special, but we've got 2 more expedition entries. Guess no one will miss the ridiculous trivia game. The questions weren't even that hard. Looks like this is where most of the people were before they died. The medical reports I found suggested that most of them succumbed to some kind of airborne infection. Going to see if I can convert some of the grow lamps into UV spectrometers to test the air for contaminants. Entry number 9. After numerous attempts, I found a range that highlights the particles in the air that I believe killed everyone in this vault. Preliminary tests showed them to be spores of some kind. I've set up spectrometers on several of the levels now, and the concentration appears to increase in the lower levels. At this point, I'm concerned that the plants here may constitute a danger to the people of the NCR. Yes. Understandably so. Evil plants make for a bad time. And a poor source of food. Especially when those evil plants are your friends and family. Got stairs to the lower level over here, but I believe that is that blocked off? No, okay. I went down those stairs 5 minutes ago. So, you know. Have we got more enemies around? I'm detecting more enemies. They might be in these stairs. Nope, that's the stairs I can't take. We got more stairs here. Back up to the food production. Let's go in the elevator. We're going to go to 5th level. Pest control. Now we definitely want to be careful down here, because there's more enemies. Wow, you're still alive. That's impressive. Not anymore, you're not.
I've had worse.
There we go. And... got more laboratory stuff up here. Ooh. I'll take that, even though it's a debuff. Because 100 in a skill is kind of nice. Even if it's a blatant penalty. And 3 mini-nukes. And a terminal. Species 1. Venus flytrap. That's the spore. Not the spore carriers. The spore plants. Mantis. Big mantis. And... yes, the actual fungus that has been infecting people. Just to catch you up on what was going on if you haven't been paying attention so far. This isn't the way we want to go, I don't think. Not right now, at least. I believe there's some important information that we need to get on this floor first. Let's see. We killed you already. In here, we've got some monsters. An actual spore carrier. That's impressive. Thank you. Another evil monster killed. Always good. And some plates. Also good. Yes, this is where we want to be. Punch. Punch. And punch. There we... oh, we got another thing to punch. We got more things to punch. There we go. Sorted them out nice and easily. Who just took the minigun? I'd rather you not take the minigun. I don't trust you with the minigun. It was definitely Cass or Veronica. One of those two took the minigun. I think it was Cass. And more things to loot real quick.
Wish they'd show themselves.
I'm kinda glad they aren't, because you're just gonna be causing problems. With the minigun. Another bedroll kit. For some reason the game is acting mega slow today, so that's interesting.
Show themselves.
Shoot. That's okay. Hard lock door. We need to get in here nevertheless. So that is definitely worth a locksmith's reader. Especially since I got 7 of those. Open sesame. Nope. There we go. Very important computer right here. Because this computer, I don't want to repair the robot. I want to search it. Even though it's not a robot. It's technically a spore plant. But it looks like a robot. This terminal, hugely important. Download the research data.
See? Just because it doesn't shoot lasers doesn't mean it's not worth looking into. We could do amazing things with this data.
Right. In a minute. In a hot minute, once we figure out how it doesn't turn people into plant monsters. Because certain iterations of the Brotherhood would probably be a little too happy to start turning people into plant monsters. Just saying. Maybe? Maybe they wouldn't. Hard to say. But yeah, now we have that research data on us. Now the thing is, eventually, we'll be doing something to, delete the systems here. It's important to note that if we do that, we can no longer get the data. So it's a good thing we did that before. Also, this is a big room full of awful monsters that we kind of need to go through. So, let's see. Any more monsters? Yes. Oh. Yeah, that minigun was totally worth grabbing. Look, you killed that coyote, no problem. Oh, we've got a Zion Mantis. Yeah, it's a good thing I'm not running down there. An iBot. Dear God, this place is actually more of a nightmare than I thought it would be. Now, we do need to be careful down here. Because there is a friendly over there that we definitely don't want to kill on accident. Cass has decided she will leap down into the death pit.
If I'm gonna die,
Ow! Is that death call reaching me at this point? This could definitely be a problem. When did I fall down? Get me back up here. There we go. Look, I have this for the exact purpose of killing you, so stand still. Okay, looks like I need one more. That's alright. Thank you. That's why I keep the pulse gun. Who's left? Is anyone... Ah, yeah, you. The iBot is still alive over there. Apparently we killed the sentry bot. Anyone else? Alright. I don't think they're spawning. Maybe they're spawning. This could be a problem if they're spawning there. Yeah, we might need to just go through. Just start moving. Hopefully nothing too dangerous spawns while I'm actually down here. Because it seems like there's a lot of them coming from over there. And I don't want to be stuck shooting monsters for 20 minutes if they're just going to keep respawning. Especially since all these super mutants have good loot on them, and they're probably going to crash the game or despawn if things are just spawning on top of them. Now I'm over encumbered though, which is a bit more of an issue. Because that means I can't carry everything, and my companion's over there getting punched in the face. Definitely a bit of an issue. Hopefully one of them will mosey over here at some point. Can you guys please get over here? Please? Hello? Companions? They're just killing things over there constantly. Or I'm still getting experience from when I killed everything. I think the problem is this room is normally filled with nymphs, which die in one hit and don't have anything on them. Nowadays, they're literally anything, so, you know, bit of a problem. I think I destroyed another Uthaka too, the little egg pods. That would also explain why there's so many things and why it seemed like they were spawning. I understand now. I'm going to give my companion some things and see you guys in just a second. There we go. With most of my unnecessary garbage removed from my inventory, and the threat of an army of random monsters coming after us stopped, I can loot this place and move around in mostly peace. Yeah, so I'm just going to loot the rest of these bodies, and it'll be just a second. There we go. That's every important body checked. Now, right over here is Dr. Keeley. We'll be getting to Dr. Keeley in a second. Some of Keeley's stuff is definitely we want to save for last, so let's continue exploring in the meantime. There should be another way through the tunnel that we can take somewhere around here. Because obviously, we have the technology, the farming tech. That's one thing. We need that for both There Stands the Grass and good old Veronica's quest. We still need one last little two pieces. We need the Mantis eggs for Red Lucy, because we picked that quest up ages ago. And we need the other item that I mentioned back up in that locker. So let's make our way up there, shall we? Here we go. Food production door. This brings us into the caves on the outside, where there should be a bunch of mantises. They're not going to be mantises, but... Sorry, Cass. A couple lasers to the face never hurt anybody. You know, except for all the lasers I shoot. That's hurt a lot of people. I saw that coming. There we go. Just keep clearing them out and pushing our way forward. That's a Groovatron that I can't see. There we go. Did we not kill the Securitron? We should kill the Securitrons. Ow. Oh good. More of my auto-injection packs going bye-bye. I'm pretty much out of those at this point, so that's great news. I'll have one of these bitter drinks. I've got loads of them. There we go. Yeah, I don't know why my companions decide to ignore the massive Securitrons that can shoot missiles at an astonishing rate. There we go. Is everything dead now? Good. Let's keep moving.
Need a drink.
Maybe stop annoying everything and, you know, attacking them. There we go. Pile of giant mantis eggs acquired. And this giant mantis female is just a quest enemy to show us, hey, this is where the eggs are. But that's not the only way we need to go from down here. In my head, I think it's this way. Nope. The other way. I hope I'm remembering this correctly. If not... Yeah, no, this looks right. That's the door that we could try to get through from the other side, but we were not able to. Remember, back on the food production floor. And I believe right up here is... Yes. A doorway into another load zone way back up here. And all we have to do is head through this smashed hole in the wall, which we saw earlier, of course. And here's the window we were looking through. Here's the lockers right over here that we're interested in, and I hope they actually spawn before you pick up this quest. They do, the HEPA 20 cartridge filters. That's important for the Brotherhood quest that we'll be doing eventually, probably. I haven't decided yet which Brotherhood ending we're going for. But if we do the normal one, that is definitely very useful. So now it's time to head back down to Keeley. And here we go right back down into the tunnel. Now, one thing to keep in mind about this quest is there's a lot of ways to finish it, to complete it. The reason we wanted to take Veronica with us is because most of the endings are a bit rough for one side or another. You might have to kill Keeley, you might have to destroy the data. Obviously, if you destroy the data, you can't use it for the Brotherhood or the NCR, which is a problem. But luckily, by bringing Veronica along, and to do it our ridiculously high science, we have a new option. But hello, Dr. Keeley. How are you doing? Also, I'm not going to destroy the Uthka, because I don't think we want to die today.
Took your sweet time. I suppose the NCR sent you?
Yes, Angela Williams asked me to come find you.
Oh, she's such a dear. Not like that pompous little pedant she works for. But that's neither here nor there. These plants have gotten completely out of control. I've got a plan to deal with them, but I'll need your help.
Of course, I'd be glad to help.
Good. Meet me on the second level, and I'll explain what needs to be done.
And now I have to go all the way back up to the second level. Yay! I love running back and forth to get jobs done. Oh well. This is an important quest to do, so it's worth the time it takes. So I'll meet you guys back up on the second level, because luckily we have an elevator. This should get us there pretty quickly.
What's this? Did you do these repairs? Not bad. Not bad at all.
Yep.
Saves me time, I guess. See you upstairs.
Yep. And back up to the second level. And I can head right down this hallway. Nope. I don't know why I always take the wrong doors. over here. Hello, Keely. Oh, you've changed to a vault suit.
Good, you're here. Ready to begin?
Sure, how can I help?
Time is of the essence, so I'll be brief. This place is filled with spores that are toxic to humans, and we need to get rid of them. I've pumped the vault full of a highly flammable gas that, once ignited, should destroy the vast majority of spores. There's one problem, though. The gas becomes semi-inert on exposure to oxygen, meaning the gas will have to be ignited close to where it's being introduced. I need you to find the vents where the gas is being pumped and ignite it. Oh, and survive the resulting blast.
Sounds dangerous, but I'll do it. Because I know exactly where they are, so I'll do it.
Good. Return to me when it's done.
Neat. And for this, my companions are going to get in the
I'll
way.
wait up here. Don't be long.
And blow up if we bring them. So they can stay here for now.
Should have brought something to read.
I'll head down the elevator once again. Because if someone's going to get blown up, I guess it'll just be me. No, I don't think any enemies respawn along the way. But I'm at the ready just in case. Now, most of these rooms, you will not be protected from the gas in. The research room, however, you will be. Now, important to note is we need to close this door and basically get to the back of this door here. According to the sources I've seen, the gas is pretty dangerous, so I don't know how true that is, but I guess we'll find out in a second. I can use a laser gun, I can use grenades. The grenades are honestly your best bet. Now, if I remember correctly, yes, right there. So actually, if I just do that, and then close it. Yes. Perfect. Return to Keely and let her know the spores have been purged. Perfect. I don't know how much damage that actually does. I probably could survive it, but I have one last auto-inject stim pack left, and I don't feel like having the game wasted on me. So back up to the second floor. I did it again. Obviously, I can get my companions back real quick.
Aw, just when the standing around.
Because they didn't blow
Let's
up in
hit the
fire, which is always good. And Keely.
Ah, good. You survived. I was beginning to think you hadn't. You'll be pleased to know that the spores should no longer be a problem. Now all that's left is to ensure that none of this ever happens again. The research that led to these abominations must be erased.
What needs to be done?
I've managed to create a connection to the vault's backup system from here. I just have to remotely delete all the files, and we're done here.
Will it take long?
No, it shouldn't take all that long. Just a few more moments, and that's strange. The system says that the files were accessed recently and copied to an external source. You wouldn't happen to know anything about that, would you?
And I believe I can say yes. I copied the files. Hildren sent me to get them.
Yes, that sounds like something he'd do. Well, there's nothing for it then. Those files need to be erased. Hold out your arm and I'll have it done in a flash.
With us, the good thing is we can either use my friend as part of a group thing to develop something safe. I can say do it, which I won't do that. But also Science 70, which is a hidden speech check. I actually didn't know this until I was looking this up just to make sure I remembered how to do this. Because I have soft locked myself in this area before. Deleting those files makes it more likely that this will happen again.
How do you figure that?
Science isn't just about success. Failures are just as important to learn from.
I suppose the data here could serve as a warning to other scientists. Tell them what paths of research not to follow.
Exactly, without that knowledge, something similar is bound to occur.
Alright. You convinced me. Take the files back to that buffoon. You make a good point. But I still honestly hope you know what you're doing. I've unlocked the door, so you're free to run along now. Although it pains me to say it, I wouldn't have made it out of here without your help. If you're heading back toward McCarran, tell Dr. Williams that she has my thanks as well.
Yay, and I've gained karma. You can obviously lie to her, kill her, etc. There are other ways to solve it, but between the science check as an option and having Veronica along as an option, you've got some pretty good ways to end it without an issue. I thought the science check and Veronica's option were rolled into the same thing, but doesn't matter. Either one is a good reason to keep the files, and though I'm forgetting how to talk. I'm just gonna head out here, and it's time to go home, kind of. Uh-oh. Run to McCarran. Run faster. I'm on fire. Run. Nothing is ever simple. I'm just a little bit on fire and wounded. And in mental anguish. So that's okay. I'm going to make my way over towards Dr. Hildern to start turning in this quest. We just gotta head right over here. And because Dr. Keeley survived, we have 2 people we get to talk to with this. We'll talk to Hildern first and get out of the way. Wow, you're wearing power armor now. Looks like you were ready to go in there if I didn't come back.
I received a pleasant call from Dr. Keeley. It seems we have you to thank for keeping her alive. Very charitable of you.
I brought the data from Vault 22.
Wonderful. Excellent work. Let me see it. It'll take a moment to decode on my terminal.
By the way, you never warned me about the dangers. By the way, that vault was just as dangerous as Williams thought.
I don't see how that's relevant. The dangers of the vault were your business, not mine. The only question is whether the data is still intact. I think Williams' decryption algorithms seem to be working. Yes, here it is. The data is mostly uncorrupted. This will make the board of directors finally sit up and take notice. Here then, as promised, an agreeable sum payable upon delivery of the data. You've more than done your part.
I'd be careful of that data. You didn't see those plants in the vault. Some of them were Deathclaws.
Your concerns are perfectly understandable, but I assure you, they're entirely misplaced. We would never use technology that wasn't fully tested.
I am pressing my X key.
Band of vault alchemists. We're with the government, for goodness sake. Have a little faith in us.
Famous last words. I think that's meant to be a joke. But also, we can head over to Angela.
Keeley just called in. You should have heard the director. But, wait up. Now look here. She wouldn't let him finish a sentence. Just reamed him out for sending all those people to the vault. I've never seen his face so red and twitchy. Thanks for keeping her safe. Here's the caps I promised. I knew I had a good feeling about you.
And we get more money. Also, we complete the quest, we get 68 caps. I do like that she's wearing a party hat as if she's celebrating the fact that Hildern got yelled at, but yeah.
Thanks again. Really, I owe you.
No problem. And with that done, we have one more use for the data, and that's to go submit it for Veronica. And that's actually where we're going to call it for today, because it's not so easy as just bring the data and everything's happy. No. Bit of a heads up, bit of a spoiler. The Elder may not be willing to see eye to eye still with Veronica's thinking, which is definitely a problem. A pretty big problem, all things considered. But yeah, so we got to figure out an ending for Veronica next time, because she's got a couple options, and it's hard to tell which is better for her sometimes. And it also depends on what decision we make as far as going forward with the main quest line, which I guess that means next time we gotta figure out which side we're on. Because there's a lot of sides to choose, and I don't know which one we want to take. But in the meantime, guys, thank you so much for watching. Remember to be nice to other people and to be awesome up there, and I will see you in the next one.